guys, welcome to another Ned's Tool Talk video. Today's video, Ozito. I guess I bought one. Yeah, so this is a Ozito cylinder mower, real mower, whoever calls it what. And this is model PXCPM-018. It is a 380mm cylinder mower. Why did I purchase this? Well, for the last 2-ish years I wanted to experience and try a cylinder mower, real mower, but to be quite honest, I'm not one of those crazy fanatics that I'm that much obsessed with the lawn. I do like it nice and tidy and green, but I'm not one of those people that's cutting it 2-3 times a week or every other day and double cutting it, triple cutting it and whatnot. But for that reason, I didn't want to spend $1,500 or $2,000 or $3,000 on those big boy professional mowers. It's just too much, and I'm not after it. I'm not gonna use it to its extent and potential. I looked at a couple of options. Ryobi had one couple of years back. They don't have it anymore. Whoever's selling one on Facebook Marketplace used, it wants like $200, $300 for it, which is like, come on, man, it's a used mower. Let's be realistic. But Ozito has this one, and this is 190 or 192 Australian dollars in Bunnings, of course. So I thought, well, might as well, it's cheap, inexpensive mower, so might as well pick it up and give it a try, see how it goes. See, at the end of the day, see what it is and how it feels like, how different it is to a normal mower. Even if I don't like it, you can always return it to Bunnings, so I can flip it on Facebook for a bit of a loss or whatever. These things always sell kind of like this. Anyways, as I said, this is a 380mm cutting width mower. It works on Ozito 18-volt batteries. The only battery I have from Ozito is 2.5 amp hour, but trust me, it's plenty good to cut my backyard or the front yard, either or, not both of them. So I probably will venture into buying another 4 amp hour battery from Ozito. It says decibel rating is 89 decibels. It's got a fairly nice steel handlebar. The body, the case and everything of this mower is plastic. The handlebar where it connects is plastic, and it's only hole retained from pulling out with one Phillips head screw. The roller that's meant to stripe your lawn is plastic, and I reckon it weighs the whole of 10 grams. So don't expect any stripes with this mower whatsoever, with these rollers. I've seen people upgrading them to steel ones. Don't think I'm gonna go that route. I'm not really after the stripes. I just want the experience of the cylinder mower. Now it's got 4 height adjustments. It's got 14mm, 23mm, 32mm and 38mm. And the way you do those is you pull, there's a lever here, you pull that and you just adjust it. And of course you gotta pull it simultaneously on both sides if you want to adjust it evenly, or you can do side by side. But also the housing where the roller is and all this adjustment, it's all plastic. I'm not a big fan of that, but it is what it is, yeah. Now under the mower, there's no battery in it, so don't stress. Under the mower, in this housing here, there's all the electronics and the motor. This is where your gears are on a left-hand wheel. The right side wheel just spins free, kinda. And this is your cutting blades, say it like that. And these are the 2 screws where you adjust the blades evenly against the cutting bar. Now what I've seen from few videos, there's a couple of Aussies that like the real mowers. When you're adjusting these blades, you want to put, of course, you take the battery out. No, don't ever do it with a battery. And you put a piece of paper, and you want it to cut the piece of paper nice and even on all sides, but you don't want it to be scraping on the bottom. So it's a bit of a fine art adjusting this one properly, and you want to adjust it every couple of mows just to have it optimal and working nicely. On top of the handle, you're gonna have, let me just bring it there, So on top of the handle you're gonna have your safety button and on and off switch. There's 4 of these adjustment screws, and you can undo them to fold the handlebar if you're not gonna use it over the winter, if you wanna save on space. And there's 2 height adjustments on the handlebar. This is in a lower position. You can go up another about 6 centimeters higher. That's one more thing. Now, it's got the bag or the catcher, which I really honestly dislike. It's got this silly system with a clip that's meant to clip on right here, which I'm gonna show you now how it works. So this one and this one clip here and here, like that and like that, and then you're meant to drop it down and just put that in there. And then with this one you grab it there, so that's how your catcher works and sits in the mower. The mower itself is unbelievably quiet, quite literally. I had my little one pushing the mower and she did not care whatsoever. It's that quiet, so that's one big plus for it. And of course, the more you lift this up, the more your catcher goes, but you can also adjust that on the bottom. You can adjust on the strap here how high or low your catcher is. My height is left at 23 mil since I was doing my front yard, but I might be dropping it here to 14 mil. Now I'm gonna put the battery in and we'll give it a try, see how it works. I've tried it once for myself, but just before I make a video, but now this is a real test. I'm gonna do the whole backyard. We'll see if this is even too much of a grass, because on some spots the grass is 10-15 centimeters high. It's mainly those antennas. I call them the antennas, so let's try it. Alright, so I'm gonna start from here. It's on 23 mil, so let's see how it works. I might have to drop it or lift it up. Alright, so I can tell you right away, it's not a fan of this type of grass. It likes to miss quite a few of them. It's either that or I haven't really adjusted it the best, which probably both of those might be the case, but doesn't matter. I guess I'll get better. If I don't like it, I'll just return it or sell it. The catcher is getting fuller. It's throwing everything on the left side, so it gets quite full there, but not as full on the right side. So I guess I'll just keep going and I'll update you guys after I'm finished with everything here. Alright guys, so I can't always say what I think about the tool. Whether that's good or bad, positive, negative, doesn't matter. And I'll be quite honest with you on this one. So I just finished cutting my backyard. The battery is on 1 bar still. It's warmish, barely even warm, so it's fine. It's not too crazy hot, it's about 20 degrees. I did drop the height down on 14 mil, and the cut is very nice. Now, as I said earlier in the video, these kind of grasses it really doesn't like, so you have to go over it 2-3 times. I'm not sure, someone please write in a comment if that's because I didn't adjust it well, the cutting blades, or if it's just the nature of the beast. Now, I do like how it cuts. It's just different. The other mowers, the conventional mowers, can't cut it this nice. It just looks like a football stadium. Now that's one thing. The other thing is, this thing really feels cheap. You can really tell it's plastic fantastic. It's flimsy, it just doesn't feel like a premium product. I know that even my Ryobi mower is all plastic, but it just feels more premium than this. I guess the price tag of 190 AUD tells you something, because the other ones are much more than that. I'm still debating whether I just pack it and take it back to Bunnings or I keep it. I guess we'll see in future videos if I kept it or not. I mean, it's not an expensive purchase, but then again, if I don't use it and if I'm not happy with it, what's the point of keeping even $190? But I guess that's for me to decide, and you guys will see in the future updates. Yeah, if you like the video, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, and we'll see if I still kept this thing. Ciao. Mower. It's just a lot different, not a little bit different. It's just much more nice. The grass doesn't feel ripped or anything. It's just a different cut. I'm not used to seeing this grass like this, so that might be the keeping point. See, quite a few of those left, and I don't like that.